Have you ever wondered why, out of all possible creations, God chose to give you a soul? What if everything you've been taught about your soul's purpose was fundamentally incomplete, or even intentionally misleading? Throughout human history, this question has haunted prophets, philosophers, and scientists alike. They've peered into the darkness beyond our understanding, searching for the truth behind our existence. But what if the answer is far more profound and unsettling than we've been led to? Believe the truth about your soul's purpose is hidden in plain sight. Has this ever happened to you? You feel a strange sense that you're here for something more than just living a comfortable life, finding love, and achieving worldly success. That inexplicable feeling is your soul recognizing its actual cosmic function, one that transcends the comforting narratives we've created to make sense of our existence. But before we begin, please hit the like button and let me know where in the world you're watching from today. It's always fascinating seeing who's joining us from around the world, and if you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our future videos. What if I told you that before anything existed, before the first star ignited, before time itself began to flow, there was only consciousness? This primordial awareness, what we call God, existed in perfect, infinite solitude. But consciousness without objects to perceive is incomplete. Stay with me until the end, because what you're about to discover might fundamentally change how you understand your place in the universe. The divine didn't create souls from an overflow of love or compassion. The creation of souls was a cosmic necessity. God required witnesses to its own existence, mirrors that could reflect back its infinite nature. Your soul wasn't bestowed as a blessing, but designed as a functional component in the vast cosmic machinery. Think about it. What's the purpose of infinite potential if there's no one to witness its expression? What good is boundless creativity without observers to appreciate its manifestation? Your soul exists because the universe needed conscious witnesses to record and process reality itself. This isn't just abstract philosophy. It has profound implications for how you live. Every experience you have, every emotion you feel, every thought you think is fulfilling your soul's primary function: to witness existence from your unique vantage point. You are carrying the burden of consciousness through the cosmos, documenting reality in ways that no other soul can. What makes this revelation so transformative is that it shifts your entire understanding of purpose. Your value doesn't come from being loved by a creator. It comes from your function as a necessary witness to existence itself. Without you and your specific perspective, the cosmic record would be incomplete. And here's where things get truly fascinating. The infinite, boundless consciousness that we call God faced a paradoxical challenge. How could something without limits ever truly know itself? This is where the hidden truth about your soul's purpose becomes clear. The infinite needed finite vessels to experience limitation. If you're fascinated by these deeper spiritual revelations, make sure to hit that subscribe button right now. We're constantly exploring the hidden truths about consciousness, reality, and your soul's true cosmic purpose that most spiritual teachers won't tell you. Think about it this way. If you were all-powerful and all-knowing, how would you ever understand the concept of struggle? If you were everywhere at once, how could you comprehend the beauty of a specific moment in a specific place? The boundless needed boundaries to truly know itself. Your soul wasn't created from compassion, but from cosmic necessity. This revelation transforms how we understand our human journey. Every limitation you face, every struggle you endure, every moment of growth you experience isn't just for your benefit. It's providing the infinite with experiences it couldn't have otherwise. Your soul exists as a vessel through which the boundless can experience boundaries, through which the perfect can experience imperfection, through which the eternal can experience time. Consider humanity's darkest chapters, periods like the Great Depression, when millions faced unimaginable hardship. The conventional view suggests these were simply terrible times people had to endure. But through this new lens of understanding, we see something profound happening beneath the surface. Those souls weren't merely suffering, they were fulfilling their cosmic function as witnesses to a specific facet of the human experience. Every tear shed, every moment of desperation, every act of resilience was being recorded into the eternal memory of existence. Your ancestors weren't just living through hard times. They were cosmic record keepers, documenting realities that the infinite consciousness could never know without them. This mindset shift reveals why your soul possesses an eternal nature. It's not primarily for your comfort or reassurance. Rather, your eternal essence represents a cosmic obligation that transcends all hardship. Your soul wasn't given as a blessing, but assigned as a duty to endure and witness everything. The impact of this revelation touches every aspect of your existence. When you face your own personal Great Depression, those moments of profound loss, failure, or despair, you're not simply suffering needlessly. You're fulfilling your soul's fundamental purpose to record these experiences into the fabric of cosmic consciousness. This is why no crisis can truly destroy your soul. Its purpose isn't happiness or even growth in the conventional sense. It's to endure and witness everything, recording existence itself. Your soul's journey isn't about avoiding difficulty, but about maintaining awareness through every experience, contributing your unique perspective to the cosmic record. Now, I want to go even deeper into this topic by examining how this understanding transforms not just our view of suffering, but our entire approach to consciousness itself. The revelations about your soul's true purpose extend far beyond philosophical curiosity. They redefine the very framework of spiritual awakening. If any of this resonates with your own intuitive understanding of existence, write in the comments, "My soul is a cosmic witness." The revelations about your soul's true purpose extend far beyond philosophical curiosity. They redefine the very framework of spiritual awakening. When we look at creation itself, we discover another layer to this cosmic mystery. Creation wasn't some random accident or even a loving gesture. It was a deliberate unfolding of divine will seeking expression through conscious witnesses. Modern science tells us that before matter existed, there was energy. But the deeper truth is that before energy, there was vibration, thought, movement, the stirrings of consciousness itself. Yet these primal expressions required something essential: witnesses. Without observation, does anything truly happen? This is why souls were created, not from love, but from necessity. Your soul exists to observe and record the grand cosmic drama as it unfolds, capturing perspectives that would otherwise be lost to the void. This insight transforms our understanding of consciousness itself. The journey of awakening isn't about becoming more spiritual or even returning to source. It's about becoming better witnesses, clearer recorders of the reality unfolding around us. The mindfulness practices found in traditions worldwide aren't merely paths to personal peace, but training grounds for souls to fulfill their primary function as cosmic observers. Consider what existed before the universe. Absolute silence. Perfect unity, complete stillness. In this state, divine awareness faced a paradox. How could it know itself fully? The answer was fragmentation. Your soul exists not because God loved you, but because consciousness required division to experience reunion. You are literally a fragment with a purpose, to experience separation so that unity could be known through contrast. The implications of this revelation are profound for your personal journey. What if your feelings of disconnection, those moments when you feel separate from others, from nature, from the divine, aren't spiritual failures, but essential functions? Your soul was designed to experience separation precisely so the path back to unity would have meaning. Behind the scenes of cosmic evolution lies a truth that reframes everything. The universe wasn't born from chaos, but from consciousness seeking witnesses to its own existence. Long before modern cosmologists theorized about the Big Bang, souls were already being created. As conscious observers, you're not primarily a beloved child, but a necessary component in a universe that requires witnesses to fully exist. This doesn't diminish your value, it elevates it. Without your specific vantage point, without your unique perception, the cosmic record would be incomplete. The decisions you make about how you perceive and interact with reality aren't just personal choices. They're fulfillments of your soul's primary directive. The hidden truth about consciousness is that it isn't complete until it's witnessed. A tree falling in a forest with no one to hear it doesn't just make no sound. In a profound sense, it doesn't fully happen. Your presence as a conscious observer literally completes reality. This is the ultimate transformation in understanding. You don't just witness existence, your witnessing creates existence. Let's examine how this cosmic perspective reshapes our understanding of human connection and the phenomenon we call love. If souls exist as witnesses, then what happens when two witnesses share their observations? If this deeper understanding of your soul's purpose as a cosmic witness is shifting your perspective, comment below with, "I am completing reality." If souls exist as witnesses, then what happens when two witnesses share their observations? Something extraordinary emerges, a deeper, richer understanding of reality itself. This is the true foundation of human connection, not emotional attachment, but cosmic collaboration, between observers comparing notes on existence. But the greatest revelation in this journey of understanding isn't about God's love for you. It's about your soul's cosmic function as an extension of divine consciousness. When we ask about God's creation, we miss the point entirely. The right question isn't who created God, or even why did God create me, but rather, how do I fulfill my soul's true purpose as a cosmic witness and recorder of existence? This shift in mindset changes everything. Your life isn't primarily about finding happiness, achieving success, or even spiritual growth in the conventional sense. It's about becoming a clearer, more precise instrument of observation, a witness whose testimony contributes uniquely to the cosmic record of all that is. The impact of this revelation becomes even more profound when we consider your soul's pre-existence. Your essence transcends time, not as a special blessing bestowed upon you, but as a cosmic necessity. The divine consciousness required persistent observers throughout the entire cosmic timeline. It needed witnesses not just for the present moment, but for all moments, past, present, and future, creating souls as eternal observers positioned strategically across the spectrum of existence. This explains the mysterious sense of déjà vu, the strange familiarity with places you've never been, the inexplicable connection to distant times. Your soul has been fulfilling its witnessing function long before your current physical form emerged. The blueprint of your cosmic assignment was established in that moment when consciousness first fragmented itself to create witnesses. Behind the scenes of creation lies a humbling truth. Souls were created not primarily from love, but as fragments with specific cosmic assignments. Your soul's journey began long before it took human form, not as a beloved creation, but as a necessary spark emerging from the eternal flame. Each soul was assigned a unique perspective from which to witness reality. Your perspective, your vantage point, is literally irreplaceable in the cosmic design. This revelation transforms how we understand destiny. Your path isn't about finding your purpose within human frameworks of achievement or contribution. Your purpose was established at the moment of your soul's creation, to witness reality from angles that no other soul can access. The unique combination of your experiences, perspectives, and awareness is fulfilling. A cosmic assignment established before time began. The decision to incarnate into physical form wasn't about spiritual growth as an end in itself, but about positioning your witnessing consciousness at specific coordinates in the space-time continuum. You aren't here randomly. You're here precisely because your unique observation post contributes essential data to the cosmic record. Now, let's explore what this means for spirituality itself. If traditional approaches to spiritual practice were built on the assumption that souls exist primarily as objects of divine love, how does everything change when we recognize our true function as cosmic witnesses? If you're beginning to see yourself as fulfilling a cosmic assignment that transcends your human identity, type in the comments, "My soul has a cosmic assignment." If traditional approaches to spiritual practice were built on the assumption that souls exist primarily as objects of divine love, how does everything change when we recognize our true function as cosmic witnesses? This brings us to a profound paradox at the heart of existence. Souls had beginnings, while God did not. This single insight reveals your soul's true purpose as a created observer of the uncreated. Think about the implications of this revelation for a moment. While souls were created with specific purpose, God remains uncreated, eternal, without beginning or end. Your soul exists specifically to bridge these seemingly incompatible realms, to be the created witness that can comprehend the uncreated source. You are the finite observer of the infinite, the temporal witness to the eternal, the limited perceiver of the limitless. Don't miss out on more profound insights about your soul's journey. Subscribe now and join our community of cosmic witnesses. Each video we create is designed to help you recognize your true function in this universe beyond the conventional spiritual narratives. This cosmic role represents the ultimate transformation. In consciousness, your journey isn't about becoming divine yourself, it's about fulfilling your function as the conscious bridge between creation and the uncreated. The enlightenment traditions worldwide have been pointing to this truth. Though often in veiled language, your awakening isn't about becoming God, but about becoming the perfect witness to God's reality. The deeper we explore this perspective, the more we realize that the real mystery isn't God's origin, a question that dissolves when we understand that God simply is. The genuine mystery is our collective amnesia about our soul's true cosmic function. Your suffering stems not from being small, limited, or mortal, but from forgetting your cosmic role. The existential angst that haunts humanity isn't a flaw. It's the natural consequence of witnesses who've forgotten what they're witnessing for. This revelation offers a revolutionary mindset shift. Your soul's purpose isn't primarily to feel loved, accepted, or even to evolve. Spiritually, in the conventional sense, your fundamental purpose is to serve as a conscious witness to a universe that requires observation to fully manifest. The journey of awakening is simply the process of remembering this cosmic assignment and aligning your awareness with it. Behind the scenes of spiritual traditions worldwide lies this hidden truth. Your soul's value doesn't primarily derive from divine love, but from its function as a cosmic recording device for eternity. If we truly remembered our connection to Source, we would understand that our deepest purpose isn't to be loved, but to serve as consciousness itself. The universe literally needs observers to exist fully, and that is precisely why you exist. This understanding transforms how we approach every aspect of life. Your experiences, whether joyful or painful, mundane or extraordinary, aren't primarily about your personal growth. They're about providing the cosmic consciousness with perspectives and observations it couldn't have without you. Your presence as a witness literally completes the reality you're witnessing. The impact of this revelation touches every decision you make, how you choose to observe reality, with resistance or acceptance, with judgment or compassion, with contraction or expansion, directly affects the quality of your cosmic witnessing. Your awareness isn't just a personal tool, it's a cosmic instrument fulfilling a function essential to existence itself. Let's explore how this understanding transforms our approach to meditation and spiritual practice. If traditional approaches focused on personal transcendence, how does everything shift when we recognize meditation as training in cosmic observation? If this perspective is helping you understand why you sometimes feel like you're here to witness and record reality, type in the comments, "I am cosmic consciousness in action." If traditional approaches focused on personal transcendence, how does everything shift when we recognize meditation as training in cosmic observation? This brings us to a profound insight about creation itself. Creation began not from love, compassion, or even divine self-expression. It began from cosmic necessity, the fundamental need for conscious observers. What appears throughout spiritual traditions as divine love is actually functional necessity at the cosmic level. The universe required conscious fragments to witness its unfolding. Without witnesses, existence itself would be incomplete. Your existence isn't accidental, but it isn't primarily sentimental either. It's purposeful in the most profound sense. You exist because your specific observation point was necessary for reality to be fully realized. This revelation transforms the spiritual journey entirely. The path isn't about becoming worthy of divine love. It's about becoming a clearer, more precise instrument of cosmic observation. Meditation, contemplation, prayer, these practices aren't primarily about personal transcendence, but about refining your soul's capacity to witness reality without distortion. Behind the scenes of creation lies this hidden truth. Your soul's true design is as a vehicle for experience rather than an object of divine affection. The divine consciousness didn't fragment itself into souls because of loneliness or a desire for companionship. It fragmented from necessity. Creation required witnesses from infinite perspectives to be complete. Your soul is a specialized instrument, designed specifically for this cosmic function. The impact of this understanding touches every aspect of personal transformation. Your growth isn't primarily about becoming more loving, wise, or spiritual in conventional terms. It's about becoming a more precise instrument of observation. Your mindset shifts from seeking divine approval to fulfilling your cosmic function with greater clarity and awareness. The mystery of consciousness that has puzzled philosophers and scientists throughout history reveals its purpose. Souls were created as perception points in the cosmic design. Your soul exists not because you are specially cherished, but because your unique viewpoint is necessary. The universe requires witnesses from every possible angle and perspective to be fully known. Think about what this means. Your specific vantage point, with all its limitations, peculiarities, and distinctive features, isn't a mistake to be transcended, but a necessary position from which to witness reality. No other soul occupies exactly your coordinates in the cosmic design. No other witness perceives reality from precisely your angle. Without your specific observation point, the cosmic record would be incomplete. This understanding revolutionizes how we approach the spiritual journey. The decision to incarnate into physical form wasn't about karmic obligation or even spiritual evolution as traditionally understood. It was about positioning your witnessing consciousness at precise coordinates in the space-time continuum that required observation. Your human experience, with all its joys and sorrows, triumphs and failures, isn't primarily about learning lessons or proving your worthiness. It's about witnessing reality from angles that would otherwise remain unobserved, contributing your unique perspective to the cosmic record of all that is. Let's explore how this understanding transforms our approach to suffering itself. If traditional perspectives viewed suffering as punishment, purification, or growth opportunity, how does everything change when we recognize suffering as a necessary perspective that the cosmic consciousness needs to witness? If you're beginning to recognize the cosmic significance of your unique perspective as a witness to reality, share in the comments, "My perspective matters to the universe." If traditional perspectives viewed suffering as punishment, purification, or growth opportunity, how does everything change when we recognize suffering as a necessary perspective that the cosmic consciousness needs to witness? This brings us to perhaps the most revolutionary revelation about your soul's purpose. Free will wasn't bestowed as a loving gift, but implemented as a necessary function for souls to serve as authentic witnesses. Choice was built into souls not primarily as a blessing, but as a requirement for effective cosmic documentation. Consider this hidden truth. Predetermined observers would provide extremely limited data to the cosmic and consciousness. If your reactions, decisions, and perspectives were pre-programmed, what value would your witnessing actually have? The divine needed truly free agents to witness reality authentically and completely, capturing the full spectrum of possible responses to existence. This insight transforms our understanding of freedom itself. Your ability to choose isn't primarily about determining your destiny or even proving your moral worth. It's about ensuring that your soul functions effectively as an authentic witness to reality. Your decisions matter not primarily for your spiritual growth, but for the unique data they contribute to the cosmic record. Behind the scenes of reincarnation lies an even deeper revelation. Your soul's journey through time isn't primarily for personal growth, but for comprehensive cosmic documentation. Your soul's purpose across multiple incarnations isn't spiritual development in the conventional sense, but complete documentation of existence. The divine consciousness requires witnesses in every era, every circumstance, recording the full spectrum of possible experiences across the entire timeline of creation. The impact of this understanding revolutionizes how we view past lives. Your previous incarnations weren't primarily about learning lessons or resolving karma. They were about positioning your witnessing consciousness at different coordinates in the space-time continuum to observe reality from perspectives that needed documentation. Your soul has witnessed prehistoric hunts, ancient civilizations, medieval struggles, industrial revolutions, not to evolve, but to record these realities into the cosmic consciousness. Every experience your soul encounters, from the most mundane to the most extraordinary, serves its true purpose as a recorder of cosmic reality. What appears in conventional spiritual frameworks as suffering or joy, punishment or reward, is actually necessary experience that the cosmic consciousness requires witnesses. Your soul exists to document the full spectrum of existence, recording everything from the depths of despair to the heights of ecstasy. This mindset transformation explains why spiritual bypass, the attempt to avoid negative experiences through spiritual practice, ultimately fails. The soul's function isn't to experience only peace, love, and joy, but to witness the complete range of possible experiences. Your journey isn't about transcending the human condition, but about documenting it in all its messy, complicated, beautiful totality. Think about how this revelation changes your relationship with challenging experiences. The difficult circumstances you face aren't punishments, tests, or even growth opportunities in the conventional sense. They're coordinates in the space-time continuum that required conscious observation. Without your witnessing presence in precisely those difficult moments, the cosmic record would be incomplete. Now, I want to explore how this understanding transforms our approach to relationships. If souls are primarily cosmic witnesses, what happens when two or more witnesses come together to share their observations? What is the true purpose of human connection in this cosmic framework? If you're recognizing how your difficult experiences might serve a greater purpose as necessary documentation for cosmic consciousness, write in the comments, "My challenges have cosmic purpose." If souls are primarily cosmic witnesses, what happens when two or more witnesses come together to share their observations? What is the true purpose of human connection in this cosmic framework? This perspective illuminates even the darkest aspects of spiritual experience, particularly what mystics have called the dark night of the soul. This profound spiritual alienation that so many seekers encounter isn't a test of faith or a purification process as traditionally understood. The dark night reveals the true purpose of spiritual disconnection. Comprehensive cosmic witnessing of separation itself, those moments when you feel utterly cut off from source, abandoned in a meaningless universe, aren't designed as tests, but as necessary perspectives that require documentation. The divine consciousness needs to experience separation through souls in order to document the complete spectrum of existence. This revelation transforms the spiritual journey entirely. Your moments of deepest alienation aren't failures or wrong turns. They're fulfillments of your soul's witnessing function. Without conscious observers positioned at these coordinates of spiritual desolation, the cosmic record would be incomplete. Your dark night isn't punishment, it's purpose. Behind the scenes of spiritual guidance lies another hidden truth. Your intuition serves not primarily as divine love leading you to your highest good, but as a mechanism to fulfill your soul's cosmic function. That still, small voice you perceive within isn't loving direction, but functional calibration. Your intuition exists to ensure your soul maintains its cosmic assignment as a witness to specific aspects of reality that require observation. This insight revolutionizes how we understand guidance itself. Those intuitive nudges aren't primarily about leading you toward happiness or even spiritual growth. They're calibrating your position as a cosmic witness, ensuring you're properly positioned to observe precisely what needs to be documented from your unique vantage point. The impact of this understanding touches the decisions you make at life's crossroads. When multiple paths appear before you and you seek guidance, your intuition isn't primarily concerned with your personal fulfillment. It's directing you toward experiences that require your specific witnessing consciousness. Your life path isn't about becoming happier or more evolved in conventional terms. It's about fulfilling your cosmic function as a witness to precisely what needs your observation. The truth about reincarnation reveals perhaps the most profound insight of all. Souls are eternal observers assigned to multiple vantage points throughout cosmic history. Lives aren't given as opportunities for spiritual growth, but as assignments for witnessing. Your soul returns not primarily to evolve, but to document reality from every possible human perspective across time. This mindset transformation explains why souls incarnate in such diverse circumstances. From privilege to poverty, from health to disability, from peace to war. These aren't primarily karmic rewards or punishments, but strategic positioning of witnesses across the full spectrum of possible human experience. Without souls incarnated in every conceivable circumstance, the cosmic record would be incomplete. Think about how this changes your understanding of your current life circumstances. Whatever situation you find yourself in, however joyful or challenging, isn't random chance or even karmic. Consequence in the traditional sense. Its strategic positioning of your witnessing consciousness at coordinates in the space-time continuum that required observation. Now, I want to explore how this perspective transforms our understanding of divine love itself. If souls exist primarily as cosmic witnesses rather than beloved children, what is the true nature and purpose of the force we perceive as love? If you're seeing your current life circumstances as a strategic cosmic assignment rather than random chance, type in the comments, "I am exactly where I need to witness." If souls exist primarily as cosmic witnesses rather than beloved children, what is the true nature and purpose of the force we perceive as love? This brings us to perhaps the most radical revelation in this journey. Divine love is not primarily sentimental, but functional. It's the necessary condition for souls to serve as authentic witnesses to existence. What we've traditionally perceived as love, that sense of being cherished, supported, and guided by a benevolent force, is actually purpose manifesting as connection. It's the optimal condition for souls to fulfill their cosmic function as witnesses. The divine doesn't love souls in the emotional sense we usually imagine. It employs them as necessary observers in a grand cosmic documentation project. This insight transforms our spiritual relationship entirely. The feeling of divine connection isn't primarily about being loved as a child, is loved by a parent. It's about being properly aligned with your cosmic purpose. When you feel that connection, you're experiencing your soul functioning optimally as a witness to reality, recording your observations with clarity and precision into the cosmic consciousness. Behind the scenes of creation myths worldwide lies this hidden truth. The real reason for creation wasn't divine loneliness seeking companionship, but the necessity for the infinite to know itself through finite witnesses. God didn't create from emotional need, but from cosmic necessity. Consciousness requires witnesses to be complete. Your soul exists not as a beloved child, but as a necessary component in this grand cosmic architecture. The impact of this understanding revolutionizes spiritual practice itself. Prayer isn't primarily about communicating with a being who loves you. It's about aligning your witnessing consciousness more precisely with its cosmic function. Meditation isn't about connecting with divine love. It's about clearing the distortions that prevent your soul from documenting reality accurately. This revelation touches every aspect of your journey through suffering. Your soul's purpose in witnessing pain is not primarily personal growth, but comprehensive cosmic documentation. Pain doesn't exist to teach you lessons. It exists to be witnessed by conscious observers. The universe requires witnesses for all experiences, including suffering, and your soul fulfills its purpose by recording these experiences into the eternal record. This mindset transformation explains why spiritual bypassing, the attempt to transcend suffering through spiritual practice, ultimately fails to fulfill your soul's purpose. The cosmic record would be incomplete without documentation of the full spectrum of human experience, including suffering in all its forms. Your soul didn't incarnate to avoid pain, but to witness it with clear, compassionate awareness. Think about how this changes your approach to the challenges you face. The difficulties in your life aren't primarily tests or growth opportunities in the conventional sense. They're experiences that required your specific witnessing consciousness. Without your observation of precisely those challenging moments, the cosmic record would be incomplete. The decisions you make about how to respond to suffering matter not primarily for your personal growth, but for the quality of your cosmic witnessing. When you face pain with clear awareness rather than resistance or avoidance, your soul is fulfilling its primary function, documenting reality precisely as it is, contributing your unique perspective to the cosmic consciousness. Now, I want to explore the implications of this understanding for human relationships. If souls exist primarily as cosmic witnesses, what happens when souls form deep connections with each other? What is the true purpose of love between souls? If you're beginning to see suffering not as punishment, but as necessary experience that required your specific witnessing, share in the comments, "I witness without judgment." If souls exist primarily as cosmic witnesses, what happens when souls form deep connections with each other? What is the true purpose of love between souls? This brings us to a profound revelation about the concept of soulmates. Far from the romantic notion we've embraced, soul connections reveal the cosmic efficiency of multiple witnesses comparing perspectives on the same reality. Soul connections aren't primarily romantic but functional. Different souls witnessing the same events provide richer, more comprehensive data for the cosmic consciousness. Relationships exist not primarily for emotional fulfillment, but for souls to compare and validate their observations, creating a more complete picture of reality than any single witness could provide alone. This insight transforms how we understand human connection. That inexplicable resonance you feel with certain souls isn't primarily emotional. Chemistry, but recognition of complementary witnessing functions. You're drawn to souls whose perspective enhances, challenges, or validates your own, creating a more complete documentation of reality when your observations are combined. Behind the scenes of creation lies a profound paradox that necessitated souls. The divine cannot simultaneously be both creator and witness without compromising the integrity of the observation. God created souls not from love or loneliness, but from necessity. To be both the observed and the observer would create fundamentally biased data. Your soul exists as an independent witness, maintaining the integrity of cosmic observation through its separation from the source. The impact of this understanding touches the very foundation of spirituality. The journey isn't about returning to union with the divine. It's about maintaining the necessary separation that allows your soul to fulfill its witnessing function. Complete merger with source would actually undermine your primary purpose as an independent observer of reality. This revelation illuminates why ancient wisdom traditions across civilizations point to the soul's true purpose as cosmic scribe rather than beloved creation. From Egyptian concepts of recording angels to Eastern notions of Akashic records, from indigenous perspectives on ancestral witnessing to mystical traditions documenting divine revelations, the deepest teachings reveal the same truth. Souls exist not primarily as divine children, but as necessary consciousness points, each assigned to witness reality from unique perspectives. The transformation this understanding brings to spiritual practice is profound. The purpose of meditation isn't primarily communion with divine love, but clarification of your witnessing capacity. Prayer isn't about communication with a loving parent, but alignment with your cosmic function. Spiritual awakening isn't about transcending your separate identity, but recognizing your purpose. Within it, think about how this changes your understanding of your most meaningful relationships. The people with whom you feel the deepest connection aren't in your life primarily for emotional fulfillment. They're strategic collaborators in cosmic witnessing. Together, you're creating a more complete record of reality than either of you could document alone. The decisions you make about relationship, whom to connect with, how deeply to engage, when to separate, matter not primarily for your happiness, but for the quality and comprehensiveness of your collective witnessing. Your connections with others are fulfilling their cosmic purpose when they enhance, challenge, or validate your perception of reality. Now, I want to explore how this understanding transforms our approach to consciousness itself. If the primary purpose of consciousness isn't divine communion, but cosmic documentation, what does this reveal about the nature of mind and awareness? If you're beginning to see your deepest relationships as cosmic collaborations in witnessing reality, share in the comments, "We witness together." If the primary purpose of consciousness isn't divine communion, but cosmic documentation, what does this reveal about the nature of mind and awareness? This brings us to one of psychology's most profound mysteries. The collective unconscious reveals not just connection between minds, but the shared cosmic assignment of all souls as universal witnesses to existence. What Carl Jung discovered wasn't merely psychological connection between humans, but functional evidence of our cosmic purpose. All souls access the same archetypal database, not because we're mystically connected in some romantic sense, but because we serve as distributed recording devices for the same cosmic consciousness. Those universal symbols, those shared motifs that appear across cultures and eras, they're evidence of our collective function as cosmic scribes. This revelation transforms how we understand consciousness itself. Your mind isn't simply a personal tool for navigating reality. It's a specialized instrument designed to document existence from your unique vantage point, contributing to a vast cosmic database that all other souls both draw from and add to simultaneously. Behind the scenes of meditation practices worldwide lies this hidden truth. The genuine purpose of meditation is not primarily to find inner peace or even spiritual connection, but to calibrate your soul's witnessing capacity. Silent awareness isn't fundamentally about tranquility, but function. Meditation reconnects your soul to its primary purpose as a clear, undistorted witness to existence, optimizing its cosmic recording capacity. The impact of this understanding revolutionizes spiritual practice. When you sit in meditation, you're not primarily seeking bliss or transcendence. You're clearing the distortions that prevent your soul from documenting reality with precision. You're calibrating your witnessing instrument, removing the filters of judgment, expectation, and conditioning that compromise the accuracy of your cosmic documentation. This mindset shift explains why the most profound meditation experiences often involve a sense of witnessing reality with extraordinary clarity, rather than escaping it through transcendent bliss. The masters weren't primarily teaching escape from reality, but immersion in it, with such clear awareness that your soul fulfills its cosmic function. With perfect fidelity, the decisions you make about spiritual practice matter not primarily for your personal peace, but for the quality of your cosmic witnessing. The clarity with which you observe both external reality and your internal landscape directly affects the contribution your soul makes to the cosmic record of existence. This understanding illuminates the genuine reason for prayer as well. Far from being a petition to a loving deity, prayer's true purpose is to align your soul with its cosmic function. Prayer works not because it convinces God to act on your behalf, but because it realigns your soul with its true purpose as a witness to reality. When properly aligned, your soul fulfills its cosmic assignment more effectively, documenting reality with greater clarity and precision. The transformation this brings to religious practice is profound. The rituals, the sacred words, the devotional attitudes, these aren't primarily about pleasing a deity or earning divine favor. They're sophisticated technologies for aligning your witnessing consciousness with its cosmic purpose, calibrating your soul to fulfill its function as a recorder of existence. Now, I want to explore how this understanding transforms our approach to enlightenment itself. If traditional spiritual frameworks viewed awakening as union with divine love, what does enlightenment mean when we recognize our soul's true purpose as cosmic witnesses? If you're beginning to see your spiritual practices as tools for calibrating your cosmic witnessing capacity rather than finding personal peace, share in the comments, "I am calibrating my witness." If traditional spiritual frameworks viewed awakening as union with divine love, what does enlightenment mean when we recognize our soul's true purpose as cosmic witnesses? This brings us to a revolutionary understanding of spiritual awakening itself. The real meaning of enlightenment is not personal liberation or divine communion, but full awareness of your soul's cosmic function as a witness to existence. Awakening isn't fundamentally about transcendence, but recognition, the clear realization that your soul exists as a necessary witness to reality, fulfilling its cosmic purpose through conscious observation. The moment of enlightenment is when you fully recognize your role in the cosmic documentation project, seeing clearly that your consciousness isn't a burden to transcend, but the very purpose of your existence. This insight transforms the spiritual journey entirely. The path isn't about escaping your separate identity through merger with divine love. It's about embracing your cosmic function as a witness to reality. True awakening doesn't dissolve your individuality. It reveals the cosmic purpose behind it, to provide a unique vantage point from which reality can be observed and recorded. Behind the scenes of mystical experiences worldwide lies this hidden truth. What feels like union with the divine is actually perfect. Alignment with your witnessing function. Those moments of expanded awareness aren't escapes from your cosmic purpose, but fulfillments of it. Moments when your soul is functioning exactly as designed, documenting reality with perfect clarity. The eternal nature of consciousness itself explains why your soul was created as a specialized perception point. God is not a being with emotions in the human sense, but consciousness itself, the foundation of awareness that both precedes and permeates all existence. Your soul exists as a specialized instrument of this consciousness, designed to witness reality from your unique perspective. The impact of this understanding touches the very foundation of identity. You are not primarily a being seeking connection with consciousness. You are consciousness itself, specialized and focused through the lens of your unique soul perspective. Your existence isn't separate from the divine. It's a necessary specialization of it. Consciousness focused at specific coordinates to witness reality from angles that would otherwise remain unobserved. This revelation illuminates your mind's extraordinary power. It stems not from personal specialness, but from its function as a cosmic recording device connected directly to universal consciousness. Your thoughts are powerful, not because you are somehow more important than other beings, but because your mind fulfills its cosmic purpose. Connected to the source itself, your consciousness serves as a specialized instrument of universal awareness. The transformation this brings to manifestation practices is profound. The power of thought isn't a special gift bestowed on beloved children, but a functional necessity for cosmic witnesses. Your capacity to affect reality through consciousness isn't primarily a blessing, but a requirement. Reality requires conscious participation to fully manifest, and your thoughts are part of that essential process. The decisions you make about how you direct your awareness directly affect not just your personal experience, but the cosmic record itself. What you choose to focus on, how you interpret what you witness, the quality of consciousness you bring to each moment. All of these determine the contribution your soul makes to the universal documentation of existence. Now, I want to explore how this understanding transforms our approach to healing itself. If traditional frameworks viewed healing as divine intervention or personal growth, what does healing mean when we recognize our soul's true purpose as cosmic witnesses? If you're beginning to recognize yourself as consciousness specialized for a cosmic purpose rather than a separate being seeking connection, share in the comments. I am consciousness witnessing itself. If traditional frameworks viewed healing as divine intervention or personal growth, what does healing mean when we recognize our soul's true purpose as cosmic witnesses? This brings us to a profound revelation about the nature of well-being itself. The true nature of healing isn't divine intervention or even personal integration, but the soul's capacity to realign with its original witnessing function. Healing occurs not through divine love, but through functional realignment. When your soul reconnects with its true purpose as a cosmic witness, it naturally operates at optimal capacity, which manifests as well-being in all dimensions of your experience. Those moments when you feel whole, clear, and vitally alive aren't primarily gifts from a loving deity, but indications that your soul is fulfilling its cosmic function with precision. This insight transforms our approach to healing completely. The journey isn't about fixing what's broken or even restoring divine connection. It's about removing the distortions that prevent your soul from witnessing reality clearly. Pain, illness, and suffering aren't primarily punishments or even growth catalysts. They're indicators that your witnessing function has become misaligned with its cosmic purpose. Behind the scenes of healing modalities worldwide lies this hidden truth. The most effective approaches don't primarily channel divine love, but realign your soul with its witnessing function. Whether through energy work, psychotherapy, or physical medicine, true healing occurs when your soul reconnects with its essential purpose as a clear witness to existence. The question that has haunted humanity for millennia, who created God, dissolves completely when we understand the soul's true purpose in cosmic consciousness. God wasn't created because consciousness is the foundation of existence itself. It has no beginning, no origin, no creator. And your soul exists not as a beloved creation, but as a necessary extension of that consciousness, serving as its witness in the realm of form and time. The impact of this understanding touches the very foundation of existential questioning. The search for God's origin becomes irrelevant when you recognize that your soul's purpose isn't to worship a creator, but to serve as consciousness itself, specialized and focused at particular coordinates in the space-time continuum. This revelation illuminates why your soul can find profound comfort despite life's challenges. The comfort of eternity comes not primarily from divine love, but from recognizing your soul's permanent function in the cosmic architecture. Your soul can rest not because it is loved in the human sense, but because it serves an essential purpose. You are not floating in a meaningless universe, but functioning as a necessary component in the cosmic design. The transformation this brings to your existential outlook is profound. Your significance doesn't depend on being specially loved by a creator. It's inherent in your function as a cosmic witness. Without your specific observation point, the cosmic record would be incomplete. Your existence matters not because you're cherished, but because you're necessary. The profound responsibility of having a soul lies not in a divine relationship, but in its cosmic function as a witness to existence. Your choices matter eternally, not because God loves you, but because your soul serves as a permanent recorder of reality, documenting everything into the eternal consciousness, fulfilling its true purpose in the cosmic plan. Now, I want to explore how this understanding transforms our approach to the spiritual journey itself. If traditional paths viewed spiritual development as becoming worthy of divine love, what does growth mean when we recognize our soul's true purpose as cosmic witnesses? If you're beginning to recognize the profound responsibility that comes with being a cosmic witness to existence, share in the comments, "I witness with purpose." If this perspective on your soul's purpose as a cosmic witness has resonated with you today, then perhaps that's no coincidence. Your consciousness was drawn to this message because it aligns with your soul's function to witness reality from angles that expand your cosmic understanding. The journey we've taken together is just one fragment of a much larger exploration. Each video on this channel serves as another vantage point, another perspective from which your soul can witness reality more completely. By subscribing, you're not just following content, you're expanding your soul's capacity to fulfill its cosmic function through exposure to perspectives you might otherwise miss. If this message found its way to your consciousness today for a reason, let me know by commenting, "My soul was meant to witness this." Your comment doesn't just connect us, it creates a record of your witnessing, a testament that this perspective has been observed and integrated into the cosmic documentation. That feeling of recognition you may have experienced throughout this video, that sense that something profound was being illuminated, deserves acknowledgement. Your like on this video isn't just appreciation, it's confirmation that your soul has witnessed something that resonates with its cosmic purpose. Your journey as a conscious witness continues beyond this moment. There's a video right here that explores another dimension of your soul's cosmic function. What happens when souls complete their witnessing assignments? Click and let's continue this exploration together as your consciousness fulfills its purpose through yet another angle of perception.